Joint task force, including the FBI and U.S. Park Police, arrested the accused ringleader of recent attempts to destroy the statue of Andrew Jackson in Washington's Lafayette Park. He, quote, was on top of the statue and directing people, that he had acid, chisels, straps, and a human chain preventing police from getting to the statue. Here, lighting a cigarette on the burning statue of Confederate leader Albert Pike.
Right now, all the videos involved in the attack on President Jackson's statue are being carefully reviewed, and we will go after people.
A tense standoff with police as protesters tried to tear down a statue of former President Andrew Jackson.
It's a racist Confederate statue. Okay, it should be knocked down.
If you attack a monument on federal property, you're going to get prosecuted.
That's right.
And the criminal statute has serious jail time. I mean, I think 10 years.
10 years. The raid happened at his apartment in the pre-dawn hours this morning. He's the man, the ringleader, they believe, who tried to tear down the statue of Andrew Jackson in Lafayette Park. His name is Jason Charter, and he was taken into custody without incident. He is charged with 2 counts, destruction of federal property. Authorities identified him in numerous videos and still pictures wearing rose-colored goggles, and in other pictures without a mask.
I want to also thank all of law enforcement. The job you've done is incredible. We signed a bill. You play with our monuments or our statues, you go to jail for 10 years. It's amazing how it all stops so fast. Stops so fast. We let the local authorities handle it as long as possible, but ultimately we said, let's step in, and we stepped in, and it stopped.
Also under continuing investigation, the fires set the night of June 22nd at St. John's Church and other structures in our nation's capital.
We've had scores of indictments already for such things as arson, destruction of federal property, things like that.
Should have let that bitch burn.
Oh! This way, this way, this way.
People are laughing, some people are videotaping.
I just threw something on fire, Chris, a firecracker.
Yep.
Protesters tried to pull down the statue of former US President Andrew Jackson on Monday near the White House, but were ultimately driven back by police. Video showed demonstrators climbing on the bronze statue in Lafayette Square and scrawling "Killer Scum" on its base in the latest bid to destroy images of historical figures considered racist.
The Statue of Columbus in St. Paul was torn down. There were cheers when this statue of Confederate President Jefferson Davis was hauled off its pedestal in Richmond, Virginia. Popular Mechanics even published this article on how to topple a statue using science, detailing a variety of ways to destroy a monument.
You have a right to speak, but what you don't have a right to do is commit violence. You don't have a right to assault people. You don't have a right to burn shops to the ground. You don't have a right to firebomb churches or police cars. You don't have a right to murder police officers or to murder teenage boys, as happened in Seattle. And we are seeing violent rioters. Antifa is behind much of it, and they are domestic terrorists.